close in career. When did you find out about kind of the situation in your family's house during the week against the Hurricanes? Or like, how did you learn what was happening down there?
Kind of as it was going on. Our neighbor, like across the street, was sending us videos and pictures of like how much it was flooding, and then after, our landlord went over and showed us that there was like water up to the couches level inside.
What was that like? I mean, how difficult was that to see that from a distance?
Well, it wasn't like nothing crazy on me because I don't really live there. I don't live there anymore. But like I know it was crazy for my parents.
Jump fellow of the state tweeted a lot about how thankful you were for people to donate. What was it like to see the donation just kind of like go in so quickly and then exceed the goal so quickly? And was you and your family kind of talked about this?
Well, it meant a lot seeing how like the whole Clemson community came together to help my family. It showed me that it was more than football at this point, and that everybody's like around here is family. And my parents were like, we were just talking about how extremely blessed we are, and that we wouldn't be, or they wouldn't be in the position they are in right now without like the help of everybody around us.
How are they doing, and what's kind of their plan with money they've raised?
They're good right now, and I'm pretty sure they're looking for an apartment.
Was it any more meaningful? I know you said you didn't like Florida State growing up, but just considering everything that happened during the week, being back in Florida, I mean, and go score a touchdown, like, what did that mean for you?
It didn't mean a lot for me, but like for my mom, it meant a lot. It was special for her seeing me score in Florida, especially after what they just went through.
I guess like the Spider-Man wins.
Yeah.
Is that like gonna be the main touchdown celebration?
Nah, but I'm gonna bring it out here and there. I'm gonna try to switch it up every now and then.
Can you kind of take us through the play you scored on, like what the call was and how that kind of went down, how that executed?
It was a screen route, and yeah, I really wouldn't have scored if it wasn't for Maffa getting that block. That was a great block. I actually lined up a little too far than I was supposed to be, but like Maffa still got to the block route, and like that created the lane for me to just score.
You talk about being lined up a little off. I mean, is it still just kind of getting down to details in terms of where you're supposed to be, what you're supposed to do every single play? That's still something you're kind of working adjusting to.
Yeah, that's still something I'm adjusting to.
I think Dad was saying, like, you reverted to some high school habits maybe during the Stanford game in terms of releases. Like,
Yeah.
is that something you know, like, right after the play, or something coaches have to tell you? Like, how do you kind of figure out, kind of, maybe revert a little bit?
Well, throughout the game, we have like the iPads now. So Coach Grisham was showing me that I kept doing the same release, and like it kind of helped me realize.
TJ, Mark Whiteman from WIFF. Sorry to bring it back to the hurricane, but now there's another one tracking towards the west coast of Florida. Just where your family is at. Are they evacuating? Are they not planning to be in the state when it happens? Just the mindset as another storm approaches.
So after the Florida State game, they went to Atlanta, and now they're like in Seneca, I think.
So they're going to stay up here.
Yeah,
And
for a
then
little
just
bit.
for you personally, you got all this strife going on in your family life, everything that your family's dealing with right now. How do you kind of stay locked in on the day-to-day of being here and being present and getting ready to play football?
Well, my parents tell me that I just need to be focused on what I'm going through right now, and that God will help them like get through what they're going through. And that my main focus should just be football.
How much easier does that make it for you to kind of go about doing it every day when your parents are saying, hey, don't worry about us, take care of yourself?
It's not the easiest thing, but like I am here for football, and they're adults, and they know what they're doing, so I trust them.
Darian Carter, Freeman News. You mentioned Coach Grisham kind of like showing you film on the tablet, like some of your route running and things like that. How crucial has those, I guess, performance grades, report cards that the coaches give you post game have been for you and your growth this season?
Well, they really helped me like down to like the smaller things, like the technique things, more than like the bigger like plays, because like I guess it kind of shows me what I need to work on throughout the week. And so like after seeing the graded sheets, I'll go back and try to work on it during the week.
Yes, like when I think of like grades, I think like report cards, like school and things like that. I guess you kind of compare and contrast your teammates with grades, or just kind of like an internal thing that you just keep to yourself and like work towards personally?
Just an internal thing. I look at my grade only, and I work on it.
Any questions for TJ virtually? Anybody else in the room?
Devin said just a few minutes ago, he feels like y'all have 7 starters at receiver now, or 7 guys that could start at receiver, you in that group. Where do you feel like you've kind of jumped over the last few weeks from the start of the season to where you are right now? Kind of getting that knowledge.
I feel like I've definitely grown since I first got here in the summer. I feel like I'm up at the top of that group, or I can be. Tons of potential.
What do you need to do to reach that potential?
Honestly, I have no idea, but I'm gonna just keep working until I do end up at the top.
I think Coach Sweeney said that like we're in the process of building a monster when he referred to you. I guess what does that mean if you're a coach and I feel like you have that type of potential as a player?
It means a lot. It means like that all my hard work's like it's starting to come together, and that eventually I will get the opportunity to be the monster that he's talking about.
Anybody else? All right. Thank you, TJ.
You're welcome.